Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Power Wash Simulator. We're gonna simulate some power washing today. I'm gonna clean a playground. I'm Brendan. That's Connor. We are Popsicle Meltdown Convention. How's it going, Connor?
Oh, brother,
Ready
is
to
it
shoot
going?
It's going? Let's shoot
Oh,
some
we're
dirty
we're
stuff.
trying. We're trying. Everything's
Oh
falling
boy.
apart, but we're here and we're
Oh
going.
god. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. I don't. The unfortunate thing is, I don't even know what it is you're referring to that's falling apart.
But you know that I'm right.
I do. Well, yes, I absolutely know that you're right.
Yeah, I could be referring to a lot of things.
You 100% could. Okay. Alright. That's nice.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just every day is a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong about that. We do live in kind of a nightmare sphere at all times, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate. But there's a myriad things that you could be referring to, which is certainly disappointing, and not relaxing for power washing time.
I will say, at my job recently, somebody brought in a dog. I
Lovely.
work I work at an escape room, for
Yeah.
those who don't know. The
Uh
most
huh.
recent interaction I had, I honestly, I didn't even have the interaction. Somebody brought a dog into the
Okay.
escape room, and it went past like two people before I, the guy watching the game, was like, "Hey, why is there a dog in the room?" And the guy who brought them into the room was like, "I don't know." And I said, "Well, why do they have a dog now?" Because they previously played a game. They played a game like 10 minutes ago and there was no dog in the
And they
room.
there was no dog.
Yep. Yep.
Where did the dog come from?
They booked two games. They had two games in the books. They played one, SANS dog, and second one they had a dog. Now, to this guy's credit, who brought them in, but neither of us were here when that group was like showed up. So we just
Right.
kind of assumed that they knew what they were doing. Um, Maybe they were given some kind of permission by somebody. Maybe it's a service dog. We
Okay.
don't know.
Sure.
Uh,
Fair
but
assumption.
but part of us knew it was no service dog.
Well,
It was
sure.
running around in the room. It was not on a leash. And
Oh boy.
now, being that I was watching the game, I had to ask somebody. I just went on the little mics that we have and I said, "Hey, why is there a dog in the room?" to the rest of the crew that was on. And somebody goes, "Wait, what?" And then they run upstairs and they're like, "We need to get that dog out of the room." So they go into the room and say, "Hey, sorry, there was a miscommunication. We did not mean to allow this dog because we don't allow dogs in the building. You can have the dog in here now, like now that we know, but you need to keep them off the ground." Now, this dog is not a small dog, and that just means you need to. Usually, if you have a dog and it's small enough, you can have him in like a little papoose or bag or something. It's LA. You
Right.
got these Paris Hiltons who walk around with their friggin' chihuahuas in a purse or
No,
whatever.
of course. Of course.
But this dog was large enough for it to look goofy if somebody tried to hold it.
Okay.
And I was thinking, yeah, this is gonna be fine. The guy's gonna hear us out, know it's a miscommunication, and maybe want to like take his dog out and whatever. But the guy does not take it that well. There's a guy, two women, and a child, and the dog. So after the supervisor leaves, the guy leaves after him, and I'm like, uh-oh, here comes the guy again. And he gets in the manager's and the supervisor's face, and he goes, "Are you insane?" And I'm like, wait, what? The guy is telling him, he's asking him if he's insane?
Okay.
Because the guy's like, "You expect me to hold my dog while we play the game?" And they were like, "Those are the options you were given, yes." And the guy gets so pissy that he walks back to the room, and he picks up the dog for like 3 minutes, continues playing the game, and then he gets fed up and brings the dog back downstairs, wherever they had it before, probably like in the car, which isn't great either. But like
Oh,
that
God.
was the only place that we could have assumed that the dog came from. Because like I
Sure.
said, where did you get the dog between these times?
Wait, so they had the dog in the car for the first game, and then they were like, "Wow, that was such a fun game. You know what we should do? We should go take our dog that we're killing of heat stroke in the LA sun out of the car so he can play in an escape room."
We can only assume that is where the dog was, because I have no clue who. Like, the only other option is that somebody like dropped the dog off after they were done like pet sitting or some shit.
Sure.
But
Okay.
in what world do you say, "Hey, just drop the dog off at the escape room, he'll be fine"?
Yeah, just bring the dog to the escape
Or
room.
like
Sure.
the
I'm
even
sure.
weirder
Okay.
part would be like if they didn't leave the dog in the car and they brought the dog in and they were like, "Oh yeah, just hang out in the lobby area." Like, that's on whoever was downstairs at the time to say, "Hey, you need to put the dog elsewhere because we don't allow dogs." There's a sign on the door that says we don't allow dogs. Now, at the end of the day, not the day, sorry, at the end of this game, they do pretty well at the game, honestly, and my buddy has to go in as a separate guy from the two that have already dealt with this guy. So the guy's pissed at two people. Why not be pissed at a third?
Make it a third.
Yeah, a third guy goes in to get them out. He goes like, "Hey guys, great job." And the two ladies are like, "Oh, thanks, we had a lot of fun." And then he makes eye contact with the dude, and he goes, "Don't." The
Oh.
guy turns to my friend and goes, "Don't. I don't want to hear it." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" Like, this is after my buddy is retelling me this. I'm like, "No
Yeah.
way. No way he's still pissy about it." And he goes, "Don't" to you. Um, the guy, they go downstairs together because it's a two-story place. They go down in the elevator. My buddy has to like sit in silence in the elevator with this guy because he was given a voucher to say like, "Hey, sorry for the miscommunication. Here's like a free game or whatever. Here's what you can do." The guy doesn't accept the voucher, and instead goes and complains on Google, where his 1-star review is something like, "1 star for the assistant manager and their miscommunication," in quotation marks.
Wow.
No other explanation, because you know that if he were to explain the situation, that everybody would be like, "Yeah, oh, you're the idiot here."
Yeah.
He also said to my friend after he pointed out like, "Sorry, we do have a sign on the front that says like we don't accept pets or dogs or anything." The guy told him, "You shouldn't have told me that because that makes it look like it's my fault."
Well, it was.
Yeah,
So.
big shocker. Yeah, it was. It was your fault, dude. Yeah, it was great. It was a great night the other night, and
Very cool.
that like started the evening. That started my work night. And then 2 hours later, I think one of my coworkers is gonna get fired because he like freaked out at my manager. So it was just I was wondering if like Mercury was in retrograde or some shit because of how weird everybody was being at work.
It was at some point, I think. I don't know when that was, but I saw a thing that was like, "Retrograde is over!"
What?
No, no more retrograde.
Was it like this past week?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, I guess it fucking, when people are acting weird, just blame the planets.
Yeah. Blame the planets. That's all you can do. What a very our college thing to do, Connor.
Yeah, good. I've learned from the best.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
Has anything cool happened at your work recently?
We had a 1-star review at work a couple months back of this lady who was like, her review was that she was like, yeah, I tried calling them like 1,000,000 times the other night and nobody picked up, and it was like, she was like, one star for that, and I was like, nobody was there. Nobody was there to answer the phone. We don't have 24-hour fucking phone service. Like, and then the real kicker was that this lady and her husband kept coming into the studio after, and like me and my coworkers were like, oh, yep, she's coming in again. Because we can see the names on the drop-down menu, like when they schedule to come in. And we were like, all right, well, sure.
Did she have attitude in person?
I've never met her in person because she came in on days when I wasn't working.
Oh, good.
But yeah, so.
What a weird thing to do, though, is leave a 1-star review for a place you keep coming back to.
Yeah, no, I mean, and she's still coming back. Like, I'll see her and her husband on the schedule, and it'll be like, yep, oh, she's here again. And I'm like, okay, well, hope your 1-star review really did the damage that you wanted it to.
Weird.
Yeah. Whack. I'm cleaning this dinosaur right now. That's kind of fun. It's a dirty, dirty dinosaur boy.
How does a playground get this dirty?
Shit and fard.
Neglect.
I would have to assume. Yeah. Yeah. Years and years of shit and fard.
Child shit and child fard.
Yeah. What else do children do other than shit and fard?
Eat hot chip and complain.
Yeah. I don't think children like hot chip, do they? They're just
they eat hot chip because they see adult eat it, and then they want to eat it, and then they get mad because it hurt them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I've seen many a video.
People, like, you fucking, I don't know how often you go to like theme parks and stuff.
Not often.
But you know, people with kids love to complain about people without kids at theme parks. Like, they're like, oh, you're like being annoying, and I'm like, I'm having a time with my kid, and it's like, well, I'm sorry that your kid sucks. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, and I'm having a time with my friend, and your kid has to be there. Like, that's it. We're both fucking annoyed.
Yeah, we're both pissed. But like, the last couple times I've gone to theme parks have been like during the school year, so there's way less kids, which has been great. And like, honestly, like, don't get me wrong, people are still fucking annoying, because anyone on vacation at a theme park or anything like that is going to be a fucking irritating person to be around and entitled. But like, I will say, the lack of kids, like, I went to Universal for Horror Nights down in Orlando, and the lack of kids was honestly pretty great.
Yeah.
Much less irritating, much less just like auditory input, you know, like less screaming, less crying, begging for toys, you know.
Less shitting, less farting.
Less farting. It can only good happen.
Yeah, I don't go to too many theme parks, but I do. I mean, I have a job where I see a lot of kids, and
Sure.
they're like, yeah, kids are annoying at points, but like, it's really at escape rooms, it's the parents that are more annoying than anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Because their lack of understanding that, like, I think I said this before. I don't know if on the channel, but I'm so glad escape rooms didn't exist when I was a kid, which sounds backwards because as somebody who likes escape rooms, you would think I'm like, oh man, I wish I had them my whole life. But
Right.
no,
No, I understand.
I'm really glad because if I showed interest in it, that would be something my mom or dad would take me to go do. And but I see these kids play escape rooms with their families, and there's just this kind like I would never want my mom or dad to feel stupid by a puzzle in a room because then I don't know they feel inadequate, and you just see these parents kind of be like, oh no, we can solve things without hints. And I know my dad would be that kind of guy, so I wouldn't want him to be put in this situation at all.
Mm-hmm.
um, I think he's better now as a 60-some-year-old man. But definitely when I was a kid, he would be like, "Nah, we don't need hints. We can do it all on our own." And I've seen how it goes, and rarely people do not need hints.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very fair.
kids at escape rooms for the most part are like, I mean, they're rowdy once they get in there because they're like, yes, let's just fucking like destroy the place. But for the most
Yeah.
part, once you tell them fucking not to do something, they will listen.
Well, that's good. I
It's
mean,
just the parents that expect the people at the escape room to be like, well, you got to tell my kid what to do, and we're like, no, 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 that's your job. We have to tell you guys hints. Like that is not. I'm not a babysitter here. I am to guide you through the room, not to teach them life lessons and how to respect
yeah.
other adults.
I do wonder a lot of the times about these like parents that seem to, expect like any like child friendly in quotes, entertainment option to be like a free babysitting service.
Yeah.
Cuz I don't know. I didn't do an escape room until I was like 18. So I have no experience there. But I don't know.
And there.
I just like
Sorry, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, I was just gonna say, I can't imagine like, just like dropping my kid off at a place and being like, okay, you employee, take care of my kid, make sure they don't burn the place down. Bye.
And that's exactly what happens with some of them, and that it's for the most part, if a group, if a person, if two people come into a room and they're both like 14-year-olds, then we're
Yeah.
like, we're not doing this. Like, sorry, you need an adult. That is the legal requirement for this room. If they're like 16 or 17, for the most part, they're usually smart enough to say like, or polite enough to be like, on their own and good to go. But if we got people who come in and they're like, oh, my dad just dropped us off, we're like, then your dad didn't read the fucking memo on the website that said we don't take 14-year-olds on their own.
Right.
And that's just the most annoying part because they do anticipate that. They're like, oh, well, the guys will just, I mean, they're watching you for a reason. No, no, no. You get to watch them in the room. I don't care if you don't want to do it. You don't have to, but you need to be with your child. We've had people come
Yeah.
in with their fucking laptops and like sit in the corner and just do their work, and in the middle of like, I don't know, fucking uh, a like, I don't even know. I can't even describe one of the rooms without giving them away. But it's just funny to see people with laptops in the rooms being like, I'm doing my work while my kids friggin' like solve a mystery. So and I wonder if that happens at other places too. Like I don't know how stringent bowling alleys or mini golf places are with
Oh,
how
sure.
old their kids can be on their own to go. Because I'm sure maybe 14 or 15, if they're in like a group, they can go do mini golf.
Yeah.
But like bowling seems to be another thing because that's another place that you can just destroy shit without if you don't have adult supervision.
Oh, we definitely went bowling as kids on our own. Like our parents would just drop us off at the bowling alley and We'd be like, okay, we're gonna play a couple games. That was not an irregular occurrence.
Sure.
God, I'm getting this dino so fucking clean, dude. Blasting the dirt right off its taint. It's dino taint.
Okay. Are we at time?
Yeah, actually we are.
Oh, great. I don't have to hear you say the word dino taint again.
Dino taint.
It's a taintosaurus.
Dino taint. Taintosaurus. Ew.
Oh, that's ew.
Yeah, that's ew. That's gross. That crossed a line. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know if you want us to play more Power Wash or Simulator, whatever the fuck this game is called. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, punch the bell, and we will catch you on the flippy dip.
Bye.